It's that time again, Grinder. GG here for Grice's Gyms. What are we? I think this is what week 8, week 9 version. We are so
Going
far in
into
the
week
season.
9.
Week now, we are so far in the season. These are some big time performances and some big games that are helping people go. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Braden Atkinson from Rollsville. Hadn't had him in a while. We know he's been out there doing well. 30 or 40 for 418 and 4 touchdowns in a big 53-30 statement defining win over Millbrook. We know Mason Fortune was on that other side, but hey, Rollsville's won 5 straight. And hey, we got a Mr. Football finalist we're still watching over there. Just for you to know, Devon Thomas had 21 carries for 213 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Braden, 75% completion percentage, did everything that was asked of him in a big time game. And hey, first year head coach Rainier Rackley loves this guy right by his side in a big win in his first year. Let's go out to Pender, and this one I think broke the internet. Score was 106-83. We'll start there. Pender over Hopton. Jeremiah Johnson's 5'8", 215 pounds. He's a junior that ran 44 times for 377 yards and 6 touchdowns. That set the game overall set a new single game NCHSAA scoring record. Hopton had 912 yards rushing, including 271 yards and 6 touchdowns from Josiah Hill and 17 carries. Hopton also broke the single game rushing record of 801 set 7 years ago by Alexander Central. But you know how we do it on this Grinder. We got to give it to the guy that won 44, 377, and 6 touchdowns, Grinder.
Yeah, Jeremiah, like Maurice Jones-Drew, like 5'8", 215. Who wants to tackle that guy? Great job, great running. I tell you, one person is not going to be on here. Both these defense coordinators are not going to be on Grice's Gym giving up that many points. But great job, Jeremiah. I hear you.
That many yards rushing too. But let's come back to the Queen City, a guy that we know and we love, Justin Little out of Independence. A big 54-21 road win over Providence. The junior quarterback was 12 of 16 for 353 yards and 5 touchdowns. We know he can do it with his feet, as he did it to both of us. Ran 6 times for 86 yards and another score. We knew this guy was going to have a big year. Seemed to kind of be up starting, kind of fits and starts here. But he's getting it going at a key time here, Griner.
No doubt. Big time. Welcome back to the scene, brother. Welcome back.
All right, Johnathan Montague out of Clayton is our next Grice's Gym. In a big 49-6 win over South Garner, ran 18 times for 237 yards and 3 touchdowns. Oh, he's quarterback too, Griner. 11 of 11, 100% passing for 164 yards and 2 scores. Done all he can do, Griner. Talk about it.
I mean, Tim Tebow effect right here. You start running 18 times for 237, they're going to all lock down, try to play man-to-man, load the box, and he ate them alive. 11 for 11, Tim Tebow aspect, jump pass, let's get it. Good job, Johnathan.
Gotta love it. Shout out to Coach Chadwick. Got them boys rolling. All right, now we got to go to the person that gets the call. And Griner, we do this every year. It feels like a few times. I've got to set it up, a little different because this guy's different. I feel like being on my Bruce Buffer. It's time for the reigning, defending, undisputed Mr. Football 2022, vying for a back-to-back. Yes, that's right. This is the guy, Jadyn Davis. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How you guys doing? Thanks for having me on.
Doing good, doing good. Let's talk about how he did. Okay, 49-13, big win they had over Charlotte Country Day. He was 12 of 14, extremely efficient for 298 yards and 5 touchdowns. We got to talk about the guys, the horses in the stable that he got the ball to. Jordan Shipp had 4 catches, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Channing Goodwin had 2 touchdowns receiving also, and they had big games. For his season, he's 110 of 139 for 1972, so 1,972 yards and 26 touchdowns. We'll talk about the one blemish that got there. I think Griner wants to take that one, but it was a first in 137 attempts this year and his first in 275 attempts going all the way back to last year. So again, the accolades are there. Jadyn, we always talk to you. I feel like we talk to you 4 or 5 times a year. I'm not starting with the normal stuff. You're so media trained. We're not doing that. My first question: what is the funniest trash talk that you've received this year?
The funniest trash talk that I received, uh, I think teams is actually starting to realize that if you talk like crap to me, it's gonna like lock me in more. So I don't really get crazy trash talk now. Like I just get like cheap shots, but they don't really try to mess with me now. I think everybody done learned their lesson from last year. So
Okay, no, you've not gotten overrated when you throw the one incompletion you throw a game.
well,
Like no one's going, oh,
no, they know not to do that. And then oh yeah, they're like I remember we played Catholic and they like chant stuff about my girlfriend or they're
ah,
this past week Country Day like when we like didn't get a first down or something crazy. I think they like they got a first out of something and started chanting overrated. Like somewhere it's like the score 35-0 and y'all chanting like chill. But
There we go. Griner. I'm setting Griner up.
Hey,
Griner, ask the question. We never get to talk about
I'm
this.
just letting you know. It says he was 12 from 14. You know, this guy is Superman, but he had one kryptonite in this game. What did you see during this interception you throw? We want to let everybody know that you are
Because you
human.
saw it. Let's be real, Jadyn. You saw the touchdown, the big play, or whatever, and it wasn't there. What happened? What did you think you saw?
yeah, so actually, it was the right read. We kind of had a sail concept, not just I was human and just left the ball inside. Every quarterback knows you can't leave an out route inside, and that was kind of
Nope.
when I went back and watched the film. I felt like if I would have just kind of stayed in the pocket and like set up my feet and drove the ball instead of drifting, it would have been I made that throw 9 out of 10
Right.
times, and one time out of 10 I don't make it. It bit me, but it's one of them ones that keep you up late at night. But I guess I'm human, so yeah.
I got
I
one more
guess
question. I got one more question before we get to this Christian game because I know that the guys down the street. I want to hear a little statement. All right, say Christian's in this game. Okay, you have to pick one receiver. It's a 2-point conversion to win the game. Which receiver are you going to? And you got to give me somebody's name. You can't give me the
We want a
so-so
name.
answer.
Give us a name.
Give me the
We
name.
need a name.
Y'all want a name so bad, huh?
Yes. You have to give a name.
You know what? I'll let Coach Greer dial something up where I'm catching the ball. How about
Oh my God, he's so trained, man. You can't do
There
it.
we go.
He's so trained. All right, so we got to
Unbelievable.
get to it. Griner, he's so
Good stuff.
good. You just hit. He's just too good. He's too good.
He's
Well,
good. I'm
Jadyn,
still
we love
aggravated. I
having you
want a
on.
name.
We know what's going to happen. We understand that our time with you on this show, it's getting fewer and fewer as you as you progress and matriculate to higher levels. We're some of your biggest fans here, so look forward to you continuing to be great and doing great things. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys.
All right, we're getting down to it. So if you think that you have a performance worthy of a Grice's gym, be sure to DM me at Coach J Grice on Twitter, at Langston Wirtz Jr. on Twitter, or at Observer Preps, letting us know that you have a big time game as we're getting closer and closer to playoff time. But as we always say each week, Griner, if you ball,
You'll get the call.
you get the call. See you next week.